This happened to me about a year ago. Our final exams were approaching, and I still had a lot of preparation left to do. Normally, our school library would close at 5 p.m. But because of the exams, the school decided to keep it open until midnight. This way, students could stay late and study in peace if they wanted to. Since I lived close to the school, I preferred studying in the calm and quiet environment of the library rather than at home. I did most of my exam preparation there. That particular day, I left my house at 6 p.m. and reached the library shortly after. I got so absorbed in my studies that I didn't realize it was already 10 p.m. I had never stayed that late in the library before normally. I would head home around 8. Even at 8 p.m., there would still be a few students around. But by 10, the library was completely silent. I only had about 10 to 15 minutes of work left, so I decided to quickly finish up before heading home. I was completely lost in my work when suddenly I heard the sound of someone limping nearby. The sound startled me. I quickly grabbed my books and ran out of the library. There's a long corridor outside our school library. If you walk to the end and turn right, you reach the school's exit door. I hurried through the corridor and was nearly at the exit when I saw a woman standing at the far end. I didn't recognize her, but the closer I got, the more uncomfortable I felt. Eventually, I called out, "Who's there?" As soon as I said that, she vanished within seconds. I breathed a sigh of relief and continued out the front door. I was so exhausted and hungry that I could barely walk. What struck me as odd was how completely empty the street was. That road is usually busy, even late at night. You'd always see a few people walking around. Gripped by panic and fear, I kept my eyes on the ground as I walked. I was almost home when I suddenly noticed a shadow stretching toward me, even though no one was around. When I looked up, I saw a woman walking ahead of me. There was something very strange about her. She looked disabled, like she was having trouble walking. She was walking so slowly that I quickly caught up to her. As I got closer, I saw her more clearly. She was wearing old, dirty, tattered clothes. Her hands and feet looked twisted, and her hair was a complete mess. The sight of her made me stop in my tracks. My instincts were screaming at me not to get any closer. I didn't even have the courage to overtake her. I stood frozen in place, unable to speak out of pure shock. My mind went blank. Then the woman suddenly turned her head and asked in a strange voice, "Have you seen my daughter?" Terrified, I just pointed far off into the distance and said, "Over there." She limped in the direction I had pointed and walked so far away that I couldn't see her anymore. I was horrified by the thought that she might suddenly appear again, so I ran as fast as I could. At that moment, all I wanted was to find someone, anyone, a car, a person, some help. Then, from far behind me, I heard the woman scream, "She's here." After that, I remember nothing. When I regained consciousness, I was at home. My neighbor had found me passed out on the road and brought me back. Later, he told me something I'll never forget. Back in 1998, there was a 32-year-old woman named Agatha. She had a 10-year-old daughter who studied at Eden Hill School. One day, while playing with her friends, The daughter had a tragic accident and passed away. Agatha couldn't cope with the loss. Since then, people have reported sightings of Agatha's ghost wandering near Eden Hill School and the surrounding area, still searching for her lost child, hoping one day to be reunited. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll be back soon with another creepy story. Until then, take care. Bye.